I'm gonna open with this before I get to crab game that makes me suffer. But I'll probably start it earlier. Because I think if it goes too late, I'm just not gonna be good. I need to beat that boss that I was trying to beat yesterday. Yeah. It's the day after the Switch 2 reveal thing. If you're watching this later on. So some of that conversation might leak in. But yeah, I don't know. It's just the whole thing. It certainly wasn't what I was expecting. Let's put it that way. I feel like here's the funny thing. For launch, I was like, there's nothing really I care that much about until Yakuza kind of announced the director's cut, which I was planning to play Zero in the future again. And now there's just a better version of Zero that's going to be on the Switch 2. Initially, only on the Switch 2. It's like, well, okay. And also, Donkey Kong is something that I do want to get it for because it genuinely looks like a good game. But initially I was like, okay, if it's just Mario Kart, there's not a whole lot of point. I'll just wait until Donkey Kong. But I actually think Yakuza might sway me to get that thing. Because I love those games, man, and they're some of my favorite streams. And a better version of a game that I didn't play as much as I should have. Yeah. Timing is good. And then at least Mario Kart, it's like, yeah, that's a bonus. I can play that as well. And the whole thing I said about, well, starting another Animal Crossing file, I can also do. But it all stems from basically, what the hell? Why does everyone want to move out? Don't go. It's out of your control? What? Every third of the month is going to be hide and seek today. Don't move. So, and you know, for me, because I stream, it's an easier thing to justify. But initially I was convinced that I wasn't going to get it. It's just because Donkey Kong is basically a month after release. Between Mario Kart and Yakuza, and doing another Animal Crossing file, that's kind of enough to justify it. For me, anyway. For others, I know it's not enough. Especially with the pricing. Do you want to hear something crazy? Is that usually the way the pricing works, particularly with the price of the console in America, right? It's when you convert it over to Australian dollars, like what Americans are paying, it's usually, you look at it and you go, oh man, Australians are getting ripped off. Because it's kind of like, if you take an American console and convert it to Australian dollars, it's like, oh, Nintendo of Australia is charging extra. They're not directly converting. So it's like, usually, it feels like Australians get screwed. But this time, the price of an American Switch converted over is actually more than what it costs in Australia, like way more. And, you know, not to get political, but I think what's kind of affected this is the whole tariff thing that's kind of happening. I genuinely think the console would have been $400 in America if it wasn't for the tariff thing. There's no way to know, but it's just weird for the first time I've seen in a long time. Like, the last time this happened was when the Australian dollar was, like, doing really well because of all the coal we were exporting. But that hasn't happened in, like, 15 years, right? It was, like, not a permanent thing. It's the first time I've ever seen where the Australian pricing is actually reasonable. They're not adding more if anything, our console is cheaper, which is weird. It's never happened before. So that in itself kind of shows me that the thing is very expensive for Americans. If, like, our console, which is usually more expensive, is actually cheaper in terms of relative spending money, yeah, I understand why people are complaining about the price of the thing. Especially the games. The games being $80 is actually insane. Like, I don't know. It might be like what happened with the 3DS, where it was just too expensive, and then they had to drop down the price because people just weren't buying it. So I don't know. There's always going to be a set of people that will get it no matter what. I guess I kind of fall in that boat. It wasn't really a no matter what. It was just, it had to be justifiable. But yeah, I think they messed up. They should have made Donkey Kong release with Mario Kart, so then it's casting a wider net, and it's easier to justify. And the prices of games, yeah, I don't know, man. It's just greedy. There's a bunch of other stuff I just personally didn't like. But I guess as long as physical games are still putting them on sale here, I don't have a problem. It looks like that's still the case. But the asking price of digital games, man, it's a lot. Why haven't I found anyone? I think there are a bunch of people that are just gonna wait. Don't think you'll be getting one until the new Animal Crossing. Yeah, I mean, I think what they need to do in June, once the thing's out, is, hey, what's coming out over the next year? Go back to the store. If you're talking about the eagle hiding behind the store, I got him. Unless there's another guy. Yeah, it's all good. That's why I didn't go to him, because I did run into the eagle already. To be honest, I probably should have been paying more attention than talking. I do find it funny that the thing that will convince me on it is going to be Yakuza of all things, and not a Nintendo title. It's one of those things where, like, I definitely want it for Donkey Kong, but I'm not, like, itching to get it for Mario Kart, you know? It needed something else. And Yakuza and doing another Animal Crossing file, that's the something else. Dude, I watered this thing. It still didn't grow. Oh, there you are. Wow, right behind your own house. Sneaky. I'm curious how this is going to go down. Maybe too close to the water, but like, if you look at it, the only other, it's exactly, I'd be planting it on here. I don't know how it works. I kind of just assumed it was planting it in the water. Maybe I'd need to look up exactly where you need to plant it. But I guess the reason I hesitated putting it on the middle space is because it's on a incline. Like, it felt like that would be wrong, but maybe it's not. Like, planting it on that incline feels weird. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I'll try it next time. Anyway, other than that, that's about it. It's just... I'll have to see how much the pre-orders for it are on Amazon, because they're usually the cheapest. They don't go with full retail price on the games. So that'll pretty much determine it. Because everywhere else, it's like they're doing the full retail price, which is 129 Australian for a game. Which, nah, I'm not that desperate. It just kind of sucks because unless this is a complete flop, I feel like every game company now is going to try and charge $80 US for their games now. Now that Nintendo has done it. I don't know, man. Times are tough. Wasn't that long ago that they went from 60 to 70, and now they're going from 70 to 80. It's like, not only does our money buy less, but things cost more. And on top of that, it's like... games, not all of them, but a lot of them try to get even more money out of you through DLC and battle passes and that sort of thing. So it's like, gaming is starting to become super expensive as a hobby. Where the hell is this last villager? I gotta be blind. I have 4 minutes, so there's no need to panic. I probably walked past them a couple times. Wait, are you hiding? Oh my god, you were hiding. They were like hiding out in the open. I thought they were just walking around. It didn't click. Alright, there we go. I'm straight up just selling it. I don't really have a creative use for them anymore. Sorry, I'm like just purging one of these bot things. Yeah, I mean, I sell them. At least in New Horizons, I tried to come up with a creative use for them. But I don't think I can do that here. That's nice. I'll take that. Nah. Alright, continuing replacing these. Let's just make sure we're ready. Just in case this is housing a hive. Okay, we're good. Oh, crap. I'm an idiot. I planted the wrong one. It's alright. It doesn't matter. I got plenty of the other trees. Alright, I'll water the flowers now. There's also a fossil up top. I think the funniest thing to come out of last night was just the whole chat feature thing. It was just... You gotta love Nintendo. Being, like, 10 years behind on technology. It sounded like... They basically announced effectively Discord for the Switch, so it's like, you know, screen sharing your games, video calls, voice calls. It's just like, okay, man, that would have been great in like 2012. Like, it's just, they're always behind in that regard. I think that chat feature is going to be something that no one talks about in a year's time. The use they brought up, it was like 4 people screen sharing the game they were playing. And I was just looking at that and I was like, what's the point of screen sharing your game to someone else also screen sharing their game? It doesn't make sense. Like, usually one person is screen sharing and then everyone else is watching. At least in my experience. I mean, you could be doing your own thing on the side, sure, but it's never like 4 people trying to screen share at once while they're all doing something. Anyway. I just found it funny because some of the stuff they were showing off, it just felt like, have we gone back in time to like 2012? Where like games are using cameras and video and voice chat is like the new fancy feature. It's like the Kinect. I'm sure it'll be fine for kids that don't have a computer. It's fine. It's just that thing is definitely not for me. It's fine if you don't have a computer. But even then, if you have a phone, I don't know. It's just... It's odd. Should probably change my outfit. What have I been up to this week? Just work has been busy. So not a whole lot. Also been slightly sick. So I just haven't done a whole lot other than the bare minimum, like, okay, do your job. Clean up after yourself. And yeah, that's about it. Well, the stream stuff as well, on occasion. Like, I didn't do anything Monday and Tuesday, I just didn't feel like it. Not after a long day. You know what? I'm kind of glad I didn't, given what would have happened. I would have played crab game, and I would have had to fight that mantis thing. And I probably would have started yelling at that thing sooner. I will beat it today, it's okay. It's just one of those situations. I've had it before. I come across something difficult in a game. I almost get it, and then it's just, I have to give up. And then when I come back to it the next day, I beat it almost immediately. So it happens time and time again. Yeah, I spent like, I think an hour and a half on that thing last night. If it weren't for the direct, I probably would have spent longer. I was so close to beating it 3 times. It's just, I think I was just getting tired by the end of it. Mantis shrimp are cute. I don't think I've ever seen one in real life. You saw me lose once and went back to sleep. Probably for the best. Excuse me. No, keep it. I can't think of one right now. It'll most likely be just gibberish if I do. Is that game fun? What, the crab game? That's alright. It has its problems with combat, like sometimes things behave weird. But it's one of those things where if you like Dark Souls kind of games, yeah, that's fun. Wouldn't recommend it if you're not into Dark Souls games. Like, don't let the cute look of it fool you. I think it's okay. It's... Never played. I mean, Dark Soul type games have just this reputation for being extremely hard, but I don't see them being that difficult. They're kind of this thing where I don't know what I can, like, relate it to. But it's pretty much the first time you come across an enemy, you don't know what it's going to do, and it'll probably kick your butt. So every enemy in those games, usually, they have a tell. And once you fight them enough times, you kind of know, okay, it's going to do this. So once you know that, then you just prepare for it, more or less. So it's one of those things that the game gets easier the more you fight something. But, you know, if you don't know how to pick up those tells, then you're going to struggle. Like, you can't go into those games just running in and pressing random buttons. Like, you have to stop, you have to look and go, okay, what is this thing doing and how? So that mantis thing I was fighting, for example, I knew that when it put its two claws together, it was going to do like this thing that tried to stab me multiple times in a row. And so when that happened, I'd have to move back. And then once it finished that, I could stab it very heavy. But that took a while to learn after a few attempts. Those games aren't for everyone. Like, it's kind of telling of me that I just play games that make me suffer. For every game that makes me relax, I play one that makes me suffer. Thus is the duality. Someone that's skilled at those games is definitely fun to watch, because people get to the point where they can run through one of those games without taking a single hit, and it's pretty impressive. Is Animal Crossing relaxing or suffering? It's relaxing. There's no inherent difficulty. You could argue that being in debt is not relaxing, but it's not like he's knocking on your door trying to collect every day. And he's gonna, like, bust your kneecaps or something. Because you haven't paid. Maybe there's a DLC. Maybe there's a Switch 2 edition. They still haven't said the pricing on those. I'm almost certain they're afraid to kind of mention pricing for those things currently, because there is a pretty big backlash for the pricing of Switch 2 games right now. I still find it funny that the thing that might potentially sway me on that console is straight up Yakuza. If it wasn't a launch title, I would not be considering it. But it's just because I had plans to play Zero anyway. And it means that I could start another Animal Crossing New Horizons file. It means that it's enough to have me playing things until Donkey Kong comes out. So it's like more of a justifiable purchase. It's not a smart purchase by any means, I'll acknowledge that. But at least it's more justifiable than buying the thing for just Mario Kart. Because I will sink in the time, and it won't collect dust until Donkey Kong comes out. That's the main thing. None of these trees... Have I hit like a hard... I may have hit a hard limit on fruit trees, because none of these seem to be growing. What if that's it? It kind of just occurred to me. I have a lot of fruit trees. No, but see, this one didn't... Even this one didn't grow. Have I just hit a hard limit on how many trees I can have? No trees are growing. I like it. Maybe that's it. That would be funny if I've planted so many trees that, yeah, I've kind of hit a limit. I could cut down the number of trees in half, like kind of go like zigzag, right? So then it's like every third tree gets removed. That would still work and look nice. It's possible I may have hit a limit. Oh, man, I'm looking for this fossil, but I can't find it. Alright, let me change my clothes first. Yeah, I'm trying to take it easy on my voice. I still feel like a little croaky, so I don't know if that's coming through. But it's also stemming from just doing a lot of talking for work. Nah. I think I got all this. This one I gave away, so I'll take this one. Nintendo Switch 2 console $6.99 Australian. I was talking about it earlier. It's expensive, however, for the first time, this is the first time that the price of the Australian console is actually cheaper than the American console. And what I mean by that is, if you take the price of the American console and then take that amount and convert it from US dollars to Australian dollars, it's like 720 or something like that. And that's usually not the case. What ends up happening with every other console is like, you convert the American price, and the American price is like $50 cheaper. For the first time, it's $20 more expensive. So the console price in America is actually expensive, man. I don't think I remember a time where it's happened, except for that brief time period, like 15 years ago, when the Australian dollar was extremely strong. Like, it was stronger than the US dollar. That was a great time. Because you could buy stuff from America cheap. It was awesome. But that was very short-lived. So it kind of says a lot. $6.99 AUD is $4.40 US. Hang on. So the price of the Switch console in USD is $4.49 US dollars. $4.49 is 712.14 Australian dollars. So it's like about yeah, It's a difference of about $15-ish. 13 something, but that's usually never the case. Usually the pricing of the Australian console, if you convert the price of the American console over, everyone's like, man, why are we being charged $50 more? Like, every time it happens. They call it the Australia tax here. That's what we call it. And I think this is probably the first time in a long time where that's not the case. So, the price of the console here relative to what it's priced in America is actually decent. It's, again, look, it's an expensive thing. I think the console being expensive is always something that I expected. I think the thing that is a harder pill to swallow for a lot of people is the price of the games. That's the one that I think a lot of people are up in arms about. Because it's not only that the games are expensive, but it kind of sets a precedence where, like, you watch other publishers will try to sell their games for $80 now. Because Nintendo could. So that's the only thing that I think is horrible, is just the game pricing. Because there's larger ramifications. 395.99 in the UK. How much does that convert over? Let's see. 395.99 pounds sterling to USD. What? It's 517, so it's more expensive than to AUD. What? No, that can't be right. 393.99, 395.99. 395.99 pounds is 824 Australian. That can't be right. You sure? Because that would make the UK pricing worse than the American pricing. Maybe that's what Google is saying. Yeah, I don't trust Google anymore because the AI that they use in their search, it often gives wrong answers. I would double check that. Google is straight up garbage these days. You can't trust it. I would check the... I guess it would be Europe website. I'm pretty sure there's a UK specific Nintendo website. I mean, if it really is that price, then Australia's pricing is actually reasonable, which is shocking. Where the hell is this last fossil? I'm losing my mind. Like, I feel like I've walked around. It's gonna be in a subtle spot, so I need to look carefully and closely. It is actually $3.95. What the hell is going on here, then? That ours is so relatively reasonable. That it's cheaper than the British equivalent and the American equivalent. That's so weird. Because if you convert, hang on. If you convert 6.99 AUD to pounds, how much is it? It's 3.35. So that's like a 60-pound difference. Wow, I'm kind of surprised, man. Usually it's the other way around. Australia, when it comes to pricing of new things, we're the ones paying more. It doesn't make it better, but like, it's kind of strange. But for me, it's just going to come down to the Amazon price of the games. If I can pick up Yakuza 0 at a reasonable price, because it's something I was going to play, then that justifies it for me. Because then it's Mario Kart, Yakuza 0 remastered, or sorry, director's cut, and I can start a new Animal Crossing file. And that's more than enough. Because then by the time, I don't think I'll even get through that stuff before Donkey Kong comes out. So, but if it was just Mario Kart, I can't justify that price. I have to say yes. So we'll see. It's gonna come down to how much I can get the games for without paying full. But the things I definitely won't consider are like their paid upgrades. Someone else put it another way is like, so Breath of the Wild currently is like a $70 Australian game. With the Switch 2 version, now they're selling that game at over $100. So it's like an easy way to jack up the price of an older game. That's if you're getting the Switch 2 edition without the upgrade, right? It's like a brand new game. I think their upgrades are kind of abhorrent, and I'm hoping that they flop enough that they don't do them anymore. The other games are going to sell no matter what. It's just like Mario Kart will sell. There's no stopping that, but I'm hoping just the pricing of those upgrades is enough to make people go, nah. It's an old game, I'm not paying that. Oh, no, it's not there. Where is... Dude, I'm losing my mind. Usually I can find it easy. This is going to be in such a subtle spot. I don't have to find it, but I want to. Did I water these? I should probably just water these just in case. I don't want anything to die. I'll look for another 5 minutes. If I can't find it, I'll just stop. They got other things I can do. It's gonna be something that I'll just be walking and then suddenly I'll see it. It's just gonna be so subtle. I'll tell you what, one thing I'm definitely confident of is I bet you the stuff that they're adding to Yakuza 0 is probably more effort than what Nintendo's doing with their upgrade editions. Dude, it's kind of sad that Sega doesn't make consoles anymore. If they still did, Yakuza would become like the console buy for me. All they'd have to do is announce a new game with a new console. Reading Reddit, a lot of people think it's okay pricing when including inflation. Is that just the console or the games? Because I think what I've seen, and again, yeah, the console is the thing that people are okay with. The thing that I've seen people do not like is the pricing of the games. The pricing of the console, I think everyone is fine with it because it's pretty relative to what a Steam Deck costs, and the specs are similar. So it's the console isn't the thing people are complaining about. It's more the pricing of the games, and by extension, they're kind of not revealing the pricing of the upgrade editions yet. And I get the feeling the reason they're doing that is because they're like, okay, let's see how they react to the $80 pricing. I think they're trying to see what they can get away with. I don't think I've seen anyone say anything positive about the $80 thing. The price of the console, on the other hand, I think most people think it's fine. It could be cheaper, but it's not that large of a difference from something like a Steam Deck. So it's fine. I think it's just the games that are more the issue at the moment. The console seems pricey. I mean, a Steam Deck costs roughly that amount. That's what I'm basing it off. You could argue you get a little more utility out of a Steam Deck because you can use it as a computer, but... I mean, consoles have always had that premium for what they are. It's not to excuse it, it's just, you know, Sony does similar things with it. The price of a PlayStation 5 relative to its power, it's like you could buy a decent computer that does the same and costs less, but it's the console form factor and the convenience around it that people buy into. As much as I love the Steam Deck, at the end of the day, you have to set up a Steam account, and there's a bunch of stuff you need to do. Whereas in Nintendo stuff, it's kind of, yeah, buy your thing, put in your game cartridge, you're done. And even digital's not that difficult. Again, I'm just basing it off, like, relative to the Steam Deck. I think the problem is more, well, you're buying this thing and then the games are way more expensive. So that's like a larger ongoing cost. Oh my god, there it is. Oh. Okay, got it. It's hiding between these two trees. PC games getting expensive too. It depends on the publisher. But if we look at... so AAA, let's not count because AAA is AAA. They are pretty similar across PC and console. But when you look at indie titles are more expensive on consoles for sure. Like the Steam version of Stardew Valley is cheaper, without question. And the fact that you get Steam sales as well, where those indie titles, their prices get slashed way more than they do on their like PlayStation Store and Nintendo eShop equivalents. It just depends what you play. If you're sticking to AAA primarily, like the big releases, there's not going to be much of a difference. If you're getting a lot of a mix of like indie titles and the big titles, that's when it starts to make a difference. Because there's definitely like a bit of a premium if you're buying it on console. You've completely given up on AAA. I mean, it's a good rule. What I follow these days is like there are AAA publishers that are still trusted in my eyes in terms of making a game that's quality. So, you know, despite the prices of Nintendo games, you know those games are going to be decent. They're not going to be riddled with microtransactions or anything egregious. So, the pricing is bad. Let's not forget that. But in terms of the actual game... Excuse me, a desk light sticking out of my pocket. Sure, I don't care either way. I'll just sell it. So I trust, with the exception of Pokemon. Pokemon is not quality anymore. Sorry. Nintendo stuff, the games are of a particular quality. They don't have microtransactions or battle passes, stuff like that, right? The gameplay loops are solid. The games are polished. They're good games. Same goes for, like, FromSoft. I don't think I've been disappointed in a FromSoft title, right? There's a small set of AAA publishers that, when they release games, I trust that they're good. Or, like, the people that make Yakuza, for example. I have not been disappointed in any of their titles. So I trust them. Now, if we're talking about, say, EA, I don't trust them. Hell no. Or Blizzard Activision. Oh boy, Blizzard Activision. No thank you to any of that stuff these days. So those, I definitely don't. And, you know, when it comes to games being announced these days, I follow this rule is like, when the game gets announced, all they're showing is a cinematic and no gameplay, and then the game is releasing in about a year's time, that's an immediate don't buy. That game is no doubt going to be a train wreck. It's a rule that I stick with, and it hasn't steered me wrong. As a former Blizzard fanboy, it hurts. No, I get it. Like, it sucks when something you have a lot of love and nostalgia for kind of goes down a path that sucks. I get it. Like, there are several franchises that have kind of gone down the toilet. Like, I love Mega Man games, but, you know, they're kind of idle and dormant. Same with Castlevania. Outside of the collections, there hasn't really been anything new or good with them. Alright? And it's just because of the decision-making of, like, the powers that be. I think I already got a retro TV. I'll just get rid of it. Oops. Yeah, AAA is kind of in this weird place where just these companies are just spending so much money on making these games, and then it's just, I don't know, they're all just hoping to be the next big generational game that people pay a bunch of money at the outset and then also spend money on monthly. It's just this unsustainable thing. I mean, look at Ubisoft, man. They are struggling something fierce. I guess that's the thing about this whole Switch 2 thing is, like, the games that they announced are not exactly bad. I think the drama's coming around just the pricing of those games, pretty much. It's got nothing to do with the quality of them. I also looked into more into what the app for Breath of the Wild does. There's a bunch of stuff that they didn't show that it does. Again, not justifiable of the price of that upgrade, but I mean, it's cool. Like for Tears of the Kingdom, you can generate a QR code for your creations and send them to other people. So it's easier for people to share those insane machines that do a lot. I should probably read this, it's fine. I think today is the day that Red puts new stuff out. Yep. Alright, so basically Thursdays. Warm painting. Nudity in an Animal Crossing game. This is nice. Click that. That's actually very nice. What is this? Sword. Yeah, maybe. Stop giving... Oh my god, these invitations. Can I just throw it in the garbage right away? Please. Alright, let's change here. Okay, I mean, I don't know what this is going to decide. Forget. I think I've picked all of the color variations, so at this point it's just for the sake of looking different. Good enough. Alright, that's all I came here for. Oh yeah, I was also reading on one of the websites they accidentally put up a Yoshi game very briefly and then got rid of it. So, a Switch 2 edition of the Woolly World game, which is the Wii U game. Which, if that's true, that's one that I've actually wanted to play but couldn't because Wii U. And Crafted World was nice. Recorder music aside, I did like Crafted World. I've heard Woolly World is better. Alright, I'll buy some medicine, then I'll shake some trees. I can't just get rid of this. I have to go recycle it. Is it legit? Is it authentic? Damn, man. I guess I only lucked out with the first two I bought. The first two I bought were original. This is definitely more of a rough system than the later games where you can tell. But I guess it's hard to do that because you can't see fine detail because of the textures. I always found it funny that you can come in here at nighttime and have a coffee. It's probably not a habit you should be pushing. If it were me, I'd change it to tea in the evening. It's more of a suitable drink. Nah, kids, just down a coffee at 8 o'clock at night. Do it. Your parents will love you. There's probably a kid out there somewhere that wanted to try coffee as a result of Animal Crossing. That's a much better thing than what I had before. So I think that's the last of the pave furniture that I had and got rid of. I did want to get rid of it eventually. I'm pretty sure I'm pave free. I'll be one of those guys that just has swords everywhere. Alright. I'll put that away. Yeah, you better watch out. I have a sword right next to my bed. I don't think there's much else I want to do to the house other than get a fridge. I'd say more or less I got what I want out of it. Get rid of these things. I'm sure they would have been useful once upon a time. It is not Mother's Day. Don't scare me. Mother's Day is a different date here. Mother's Day and Father's Day is not an international standard. It's different days. Mother's Day is in May here. And I have the Australian copy of the game. This must have confused people. Alright. Let's see if I can make some money catching bees. Okay, we're ready. Mother's Day was on Sunday. Okay, so I guess that makes sense, actually. It's based off the UK. Because more often than not, we just get the UK copy of games, and then they just slap on the Australian classification system on top of it. But then you look at the cartridge, and it says UK on it, or Europe. That's bad news. Can't catch that. Or, I mean, I could, it's just I'm not used to... I need to have it so I run up. It's different everywhere, so it's... I don't think it's one place being weird. Oh, damn it, too slow. That's probably not... It doesn't bode well. If I'm not reacting quick enough. In the UK, Mother's Day, known as Mothering Sunday, is celebrated on the 4th day of Lent. What the hell is Lent? This is how little I know. Some Christian thing. Okay. That might be why I don't know. Sorry, chat, I'm a heathen. There we go. I have one medicine in storage, so that's why I'm still doing this. It's a fasting period between Shrove Tuesday and Easter. Okay, I know Easter. I don't know what the hell's Shrove Tuesday. You know what? It doesn't matter. Religious holiday. Whatever, it's okay. I'm surprised I got that, to be honest. Because I couldn't run. I guess it's nice to know I can just walk up and get it. Oh, whoops. Ah, it's fine. I'll just sell this. Call it Pancake Day because you have pancakes. So there should be one more. I like this music, man, but it just puts me in a mood that I kind of want to go to sleep. It's, you know, for the song, it's actually really good. If you think about it, it's... like, let's ignore the fact that it doesn't matter. Let's pretend it did matter. But this is around the time where you should be unwinding, so then you're kind of going to bed at 9 o'clock. You know, hopefully asleep by 10. It's a really good track for that. It's just, I think it's perfect. It's a really good unwind song that plays at 8 p.m. So, but for me, it's kind of... it just makes me tired but not sleepy, you know? I'm just wired differently. Ever heard of Mardi Gras Fat Tuesday? Nope. I mean, other than the Mardi Gras where in Sydney they have like a massive parade and everyone's all dressed up and flamboyant and whatnot. I don't think we're talking about the same thing. I mean, for context, like, my younger years were a religious upbringing, but then that kind of came to a grinding halt, I think when I was like 7 or 8. And then since then, just very minimal exposure to religious settings and traditions. So it's like, you know, there's some that I just don't know about because it's just, I guess in Latin America, they're just not observed. So that's my background, you know. It's very different to Anglo-Saxon. It's the same Mardi Gras. Oh, well, alright. It's very little, I know. There we go. What is it? A golf bag. Yeah, I'll probably sell it. I like driving ranges. I don't like golf. Driving ranges are fun. Alright. That should be all of them. So, I mean, other than the one that I didn't react to right away and the one that was in an awkward spot, that's fine. It's a decent amount of money. I think it's definitely easier than trying to catch a scorpion or a spider. Those are way more stressful because they chase you. It took me forever to master being able to catch those. And even then, I still kind of mess it up from time to time. But they chase you in a different way. I guess the bees chase you as well, but it's not the same. It's not like on legs chasing you. I think it makes it worse that it's a spider and a scorpion. I think I've checked everything. It's possible that the other furniture's in one of the trees that were in the middle of town that I can't actually get the item from. That's fine. Do you want my bee? You said this earlier. It's fine. Stick to it. It's fine. These villagers constantly making fun of each other. Okay, I'm convinced. I don't think I can find it. That's fine. At this point, the fridge is the only thing I'd be happy with. So, low odds that I'm going to get one. Sure. Is there anything else I want to buy? Maybe I should rate my town and see what people are saying. I have put out more plants. Have they changed their mind about the town not being green enough? It's still the same thing. Man, how much greenery do they want? I think something that's not helping is the flowers aren't creating new flowers. The hybrid system seems to be very, very slow. There seems to be a higher emphasis on planting than other titles. I guess I should buy the flowers and plant them. But I'm just creating more work for myself. It's nice when I don't have to water them. Just plant a bunch here. Wait, it doesn't let me plant it here? Specifically, this spot is not allowed. Why? That's interesting. Yeah, what? That's kind of odd. What makes that spot so special? Alright, doesn't matter. I'll just put him here. I guess I'll just have to set up like a larger garden. I've planted a lot of trees, so it can't be the trees. It's got to be the flowers. It's just I have to make more. I think my town looks nice for what it is. Alright, I guess do the rounds and visit people. Ah, yeah, Sahara's is here. I forgot about you. Okay. Just... Can you... just move for a minute? There we go. Alright, let's go see. Old carpets. Nothing. Slobbier neighbors? Okay. I mean, I guess everything's slobby in the context of just having a bin and... What is this? Like, you don't have anywhere to sit. It's very minimal living. But just also mean to each other. Okay, you always say that. Kind of a shame that it's not guaranteed that you can get old carpets. It's the kayak she tried to sell me. I'm not suggesting anything. This is funny. It's a furniture choice. At least she has sofas, though. She tried to sell me this kayak the other day, and I was like, no, what am I going to do with a kayak? Her house used to look nice, and then she ruined it. You can decorate your place with it. It's not my style. What is this? Is this actually a... I think this is a simple wall. I think they do exist. This is a room divider. What else could it be? Like, it doesn't look like it's a wardrobe or something. I think this is a room divider. They actually exist. Damn, I want one now. I mean, I did some makeshift ones, which is fine, but a real one would be nice. Alright, now I know they exist. Bones' house is starting to look normal again. It's still a shadow of its former self. But at least he has the kitchen sink. That's nice. I don't think anyone's gonna have carpet. Yeah, figured. I think Sahara is not as good in this game. Yeah. Wait a minute. I just noticed something. Hold on. This is I mean, not that I think the fish is intelligent enough, but look what's going on here. The fish has been placed in a position directly in front of other fish being, you know, burnt alive. That's a rather cruel place. It's like forced to look directly at this. Damn, dude. Had no idea. That's some dark stuff right there. Where is potato? I need to talk to Pig and Potato. Dun 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 dun. Oh, there they are. Okay. No one has this done. It's just the pig I gotta talk to. Oh no, I did talk to the pig already, never mind. Right, they have a robot floor now. Then yeah, nothing. I may chop down some trees, oops, because it looks like I've hit a limit. I haven't seen any new trees grow, which leads me to believe I may have hit a cap. Every tree I've tried to plant seems to fail now, so I might cut down the number of trees I have in places, which is fine. I probably have too many fruit trees. Alright. That will do it for now. Just wanted to do the daily thing. No big overarching goal. I will spend some more time making money. I've said this the past 2 weekends. I need to buy turnips. But I mean, I'm more than halfway to paying the mortgage, so it's getting there. Alright, this will do for Animal Crossing for now. I'll do more soon. If you're watching this later as a replay, hope you enjoyed. As always, leave a like if you feel like it. And yeah, I'll do more soon.